Hey guys, welcome to today's video. In this one I'm going to show you how to make your own custom trees. It's pretty easy to do, but these are mainly for building smaller trees. I'll make how to make a bigger tree in another video. But I made 3 different versions using this technique, and as you can see I've got a regular kind of pine tree, I've got a taller, skinnier tree, and then I've got kind of like an oak tree where it's shorter and fatter. So it works with any of these shapes. As far as like a willow tree, you just have to add some draping leaves by yourself, but to do this you just need wood and you need marker blocks. So to start, you're going to put your trunk. It doesn't matter how tall you have it, like if you're going for a really tall tree, it's still okay because you don't have to put it now. But what you're going to do is just get enough to where you have like a trunk and then where you're going to put the bottom of your leaves. For this one I'm going to make the skinny tree, but pretty much modify it based on the height and width that you want. For the skinny tree I'm just doing 2 out on each side, and then I'm doing maybe 4 or 5 tall total, maybe 4. And you're just going to fill with leaves. It doesn't matter what kind of leaves because we're going to mix up all of them. Then you're going to do the same thing but a little bit smaller. And then you're going to just add some leaves up on the top to make it kind of the generic shape. Then maybe round out the corners a little bit to kind of give it a definite shape of what you want it to be, so it looks a little bit more tree-like and not just boxes everywhere. And now it's still not very pretty, but it gets kind of the generic shape we want. Now you want to highlight the whole thing, and you're going to replace, and then where it says percentage, put a value in it that's kind of low. I do 33 because there's 3 types of leaves. So if I take a third of the leaves and change it to pine, then it'll keep it kind of even. But now we've got a third pine and 66% or 2/3 of regular leaves. So to change that I'm going to switch the percentage to 50 and change the leaves to maple. Now it's got a third of each leaf. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear, and at the percent I'm going to put it at about 10. And when I clear, it's going to take off some random leaves. If I do that again, it's going to do it again. You just go until you think you have it perfect. You could also, like, if you don't like some spots, just take out them manually. But if you just clear until you say, okay, it's good, then that's what you want. Now you'll notice sometimes you'll get blocks that are just completely missing. But that's okay, we're going to go back in and edit it. So after you kind of round out what you want, you can go in here and actually clear out the core of the tree. You might need to get rid of some of the wood if you put it too tall, and then just fill up the whole middle where the trunk goes. And then sometimes you'll have like an ugly spot like this, just throw a few leaves on it. I like to have the trunk kind of showing out of the top a little bit, so I might just go like that. I don't like how this is boxed up, so maybe I'll just take out a little bit out, kind of pull some leaves down. And that's an easy tutorial on how to make a simple tree. Again, if you didn't want this kind of tree, you would just, for your marker blocks, you'd make it come out a few more blocks, and you would only make the height a little bit every time. It just depends on which shape of tree that you want and what you're going for. In the next tree video, I'm going to teach you how to make what people call a god tree. That would be like the trees that are 100 blocks tall and very big. And I'll see you in the next video.